Hello everybody, welcome back. It's your boy Bad Black Collectibles, and yes you guys, today we got an amazing review because we got your boy, the Mad Titan himself, Thanos from Mezco 112. Freaking awesome figure, probably one of my best big figures from Mezco 112, and this thing is freaking awesome. It doesn't fall short at all. A lot of people have been giving this figure a lot of BS, but with me, I think this figure is perfect. So let's go ahead and dive into it, you guys. And let's take an overall look and review of Thanos from Mezco 112. Hello everybody, welcome back. It's your boy Bad Black Collectibles, and today we're going to be reviewing Thanos from Mezco 112. So before we go any further, please give this video a like. Also subscribe to the channel, help this channel grow. Let's reach 1,000 subscribers, and when we do, free giveaways will be happening. So go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this great review. Plus we got some dope photos as well, so if you want to go to the end, watch the photos. It's a whole storyline right there. The continuation will come tomorrow or probably next week when I do post my review for the Thor 2-pack with the Destroyer. That would finish off the storyline of this Thanos with the photos. But anyways, you guys, the photos are freaking dope. I took a lot of time doing these photos and they're freaking awesome. So if you want to see the photos first and then come back and watch this review, go ahead, watch the photos. It's like almost 5 minutes worth of photos, and then after that come back and watch this review, because after you see those photos, it's gonna make you want the Thanos if you haven't already have them. So with that being said, Mezco 112 Thanos is freaking awesome, freaking dope. I heard a lot of people talking a lot of smack about this figure, and they were saying that it was horrible with articulation, horrible with the body mold, the legs was short, the upper body was too big, all kind of stuff. So it stopped me from getting this figure like a while back. So I waited and waited, and then finally I was looking online on Instagram, and I saw like, man, that Thanos is looking pretty dope. The head sculpt on Thanos from Mezco 112 is just freaking awesome. Then I love the way that he just looks. And then considering for the fact that I don't have any Marvel Legend Thanos, but I do have the Marvel Select Thanos. I have 3 of them. And then I also had the SH Figure Arts Endgame and Infinity War Thanos. And I didn't like those at all, so I traded those in for other figures. And then the other 2 I did keep because I still like those a lot. Matter of fact, this Marvel Select Thanos right here was my Thanos that I was using for all my Marvel Legend stories and photos like that. So this thing right here was freaking awesome. But one thing about this figure is it's limited on articulation. Same thing with this Thanos from Mezco 112. As a matter of fact, Mezco 112 probably had better articulation than the Thanos we get right here from Marvel Select. So I was like, you know what, this thing is beefier, it's bigger, it looks beautiful, it looks good on the shelf, looks way better than the Marvel Select. Why not go ahead and pick this one up? And yeah, so that's what I went on ahead and did. And I went and picked them up. My boy Gio hooked me up, found it down there, saw it like a week. I waited another 3 weeks because I was buying all kind of other stuff. And then when I had the money, I went down and got this bad boy right here. This big bad boy right here. This thing is freaking awesome. And this is considered like a mega figure from McFarlane DC Multiverse. And Mezco's, I haven't really seen big figures like this. This is one of the figures from Mezco that I have. One of my biggest figures from Mezco. It is the biggest figure from Mezco. And it's just freaking dope. So real quick, you guys, overall look on this dude. Now this dude is so big, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I do need to lift the camera up. So we'll be right back. Alright you guys, so here's Thanos right here. We do got the head sculpt. Look at the head sculpt on that bad boy right there. Looking freaking awesome. Just like he came out of the comic books. Just looks nice. And then the head sculpt is so clean. We got on the side of it, we got the ears looking really good. We got the top where his helmet is looking really beautiful. And then he has great articulation in his head and the head as well. But look at that, you guys, just very beautiful. We turn the figure around right here on the back, still looking really nice. Now on the back here, we do got him and his clothes right here. This is something that you should worry about is as far as the tearing of the cloth material, but right here is where his armor piece, which I'll show you in a little bit, this piece goes on here, so I'll cover that. So I'll leave that here for now. And then also we got his belt right here looking really nice as well. The clothes are pretty baggy. That way you can get them in some good articulation or as best as possible. And then down here we do have the boots on the back end of it, just looking really clean, really nice. No paint mess ups, no nothing whatsoever. And then on the side right here we do got that nice way that they do with their Thanos. I mean, with a lot of their Mezco figures is do this. You see it in the Supreme Knight as well. They have it like this. But I love the design that they gave him. I love this gold down here, just looking really nice. And then I love this piece right here. I thought that was done really, really nice. And then right here, we got the knee pads here. We got the boots. Boots are massive, you guys. Massive, massive, massive. And then also, look at the hands on here. The knuckles just looking really nice as well. Imagine this dude hitting someone with those things on there, as powerful as he already is. But this thing just looks freaking awesome. And then his chin just looks on point, you guys. It looked like the first time we saw Thanos when he said, "Fine, I'll do it myself," from the MCU. This one reminded me of that Thanos so much from the MCU. But this thing is freaking awesome. Also, he does come with this thing. Now, when you open the figure up, this is what is on him. I took this one off just to show you guys how he looks with it off, and then we're gonna put this on him. So let's go ahead and put that on him right now. Boom. And he looks even bigger. Now he has all of his armor on, and he looks freaking dope. He looked like the Titan that he should be. And he just looks freaking awesome, you guys. This thing look like he just walked out of a comic book. Look at that. Just freaking awesome. Huge figure. Big as ever. As he should be. And he's just freaking dope. So real quick, let's go ahead and go over the accessories. And then we'll go over the articulation and the size comparisons as well. I need to drink some energy drink real quick. Alright, you guys. So number one. He comes with this beautiful cube right here that we get from Mezco. And I think Marvel Legends also did it with Red Skull as well. So I do have another one. But this one's more darker. But it's just dope. I like that. Number two, let's go and go over the hands accessories. And then the head sculpts we go over last. So the hand sculpts right here. We got a left and right. Look at that, you guys. Beautiful hand just the hand designs on this, just amazing. The work and detail that they put into this figure is freaking awesome. And then we also got two open hands right here. Those are like grabbing hands. These are more like the open hands right here that I use also in the photos. I use everything from Thanos this time. And it just looks freaking amazing, you guys. And then we also got the gauntlet right here, the Infinity Gauntlet with all the crystals in there. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all 5 of them in there. Look at that, just looking very nice, very beautiful. And then we got number 6 right here, so that's dope. Now I don't know the order that they're supposed to be in, but then, well, I don't care. It just looks freaking dope. And then last but not least, we do get the other hand right here, and you can swap these out because this is the open hand for the gauntlet. This is the closed hand. This thing is freaking huge, you guys. I'm talking about really, really big. And it just looks really, really nice. Look at that. Boom. And then right here, you get this on and off button inside here. You put the batteries in. You just turn this on right here. And boom, you get the light up features right there. You can see it more at nighttime, but you can see it right there. Boom, it shines bright, you guys. Look really, really awesome as well. So I thought that was really dope. And this is what really made me want to get this figure, is when I found that this thing has light up features. So that's just freaking awesome. And then let's go ahead and go over the head sculpts. Now, Thanos, when you have Thanos, like I said, on the first time we saw Thanos in the MCU, he had that smile on his face when he said, "Fine, I'll do it myself." And even in the Guardians of the Galaxy, I think the first one, when they first introduced Thanos, he had that smile on his face towards the end after he threatened Homeboy. And then he had that smile. So this is it right here. Boom. Look at that, you guys. Look just like Thanos from the comic book as well. Look at that. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Mezco killed it with this dude. Look at that face right there. Just looking really, really dope as well. Look at that, you guys. Look at sideways, down. It just looks dope. You could put this when he's hitting someone or whatever. It just looks freaking awesome. And then we also got the angry grr one when he's grr like that. That just looks freaking awesome as well. And look at the detail that Mezco put into this dude. Look at the eyes. The eyes are freaking amazing as well. Look at that, you guys. The chin. We got everything right on here. No mess up on the paint. And this is why I love Mezco, because they always give you the best. Yeah, they may be expensive, but they always give you the best of everything. And this didn't fall short at all. This is just the best ever. So we got both of these head sculpts plus one on him. And I'm going to go ahead and swap this one out. And then I'm going to put the smiley face on him first so you guys can see how he looks with this, with the smiley one. And he just looks freaking awesome. Look at that, you guys. Just looking dope like he should be. Look at that. Just freaking awesome. So with that being said, let's go ahead and put on this accessory right here. And then we're going to talk about this. And then we're going to go over articulation. But I did want to show you about this. Talk about this first. So with this thing, when you put this thing on, it kind of sucked because he has a little knob that you take off this arm piece right here, and then you put this in here on there like that. Now this thing does fall off if you don't put it on right and proper. And not only that, sometimes the light does come off when you're turning the wrist and the gauntlet. And then it hinders a lot of articulation because this gauntlet is so huge on Thanos, as you can see right here. It's super big that you can't really get him in a pose where he's snapping his fingers. You can barely get him in a pose where he's hitting somebody. So that's the only downfall that I have about this figure. So that's the only thing, that's one of my main gripes and complaints, is this thing and the way that they had the gauntlet. I just didn't like, for the fact that you can't really articulate the arm, and that what else did I complain about? Oh, that it falls off easy if you don't put it right, and then the light turns on and off. I mean, don't turn on and off, it just turns off if you try to turn it. So that's the only bummer that I have about this figure. So we'll go over this right now. We'll be right back. Alright, you guys, so here's Thanos with the gauntlet on, and look how big that thing is. This thing is just massive, looking freaking awesome, and it just looks good on him as well. So when you have this dude on the shelf, he's going to be looking really, really dope, you guys. So you ain't got to worry about that, because this dude just going to be looking freaking awesome. But here is the articulation. This is how much articulation you're going to get as far as him moving his, bending it. Look, straight right here. And then here, that's all the articulation you're going to get. So that does suck a lot. But you could, like, kind of manipulate it. You could turn it around. You could do whatever you can to try to get it. But it's a huge gauntlet. So you're not going to get a lot of articulation with the Thanos figure. So keep that in mind. And then also, you can just take it off like this. Boom. And then remember, you can turn the light on, which we already seen. And then you can just put this one back on him, which go on really, really easy. And then you get more articulation that way. So speaking of articulation, might as well go over it now. We do have a nice ball hinge right here for Thanos. You can move it sideways, down. You also have where you can articulate this thing sideways. You can move the gauntlet as well. So that's really awesome as well. And then here we do bend, but it's very limited on articulation as far as the bending. And then we do have swivel here at the shoulder as well. No butterfly joints and no swivel at the bicep either. We just got the regular articulation from the shoulder here for the arms. So with the arms, that's it, but he can still get up pretty high with the arms, so not bad for this big old guy right here. And then the head sculpt, like I showed you earlier, he can look up like this. He can look up this high, so that's dope right there. And he can look down, and probably more down if you take his body armor off, which looks really good. And then over here, he has really smooth articulation in the head, and I really do love that a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and take this one off. Let's do the angry one for now, because he's mad that I have him in my hand. And then here in the ab crunch, he does have a nice ab crunch. I do have to give it to him for a big figure like this. He has decent articulation and the ab crunch area. So that's pretty dope right here. And then he also have a swivel where you can get this dude doing sideways like this. That's pretty awesome right here. So this makes up for a lot of articulation as far as get them in different poses like that, hitting people or punching the lights out of Captain America and the rest of the Avengers. So that was pretty dope. And then the legs, we got which this is another little gripe of mine, is for the fact that the legs are almost a non-existence. He does have some articulation. Good thing about this though is that we could pull it out like this, and then he come in this way right here. So we got here, so you might want to be careful not to rip that right there, but he can't kick out that much here. And then he go forward, and then he has his knees where he could bend it like that right here. So not much, but it's enough where you can get him in his walking positions. Thanos never uses legs for anything but for walking and standing up. And then here we have this beautiful articulation for the boot right here, which is really nice. And then we have a swivel for the boot as well. And then we also have swivel right here at the thighs as well. So overall, decent articulation for the overall decent articulation for a big figure like this. Now I don't have the dark side from Mezco 112 because that thing just like pure ugly. So I don't know, but they said the articulation is the same as the Thanos figure. So I'm going ahead and just take their advice from that. So anyways, that's it for the overall look of the figure. Now for the height, size, and comparisons. First of all, I'm going to bring in some more Thanos before we go over any other things. Here's the Thanos that came with Lady Death. This is the comic book accurate Thanos. This is the first version, and then this one is the second one, which you see up there. But here's the first one right here. This is Thanos. Now, you can tell by far Mezco just kills Thanos over here by Marvel Select. Even though Marvel Select Thanos is still good. But this thing has no articulation. Basically, this thing should have been a statue because we got articulation here and here. We have a swivel, no double jointed. You get more articulation out of the Mezco 112 than you do with him. And then he has the regular articulation there. And then we also have the Marvel Select Thanos right here. These are my two Thanos that I have out right now. I'm currently moving, so a lot of my figures are in boxes already. But here's these three right there, standing. Both of these guys standing next to Thanos from Mezco 112, and they do look good. But the best one by far is the Mezco figure. So let's get them out the way. Let's bring out some more figures. Let's bring out some bad guys first. I got Hela from Mezco 112. Here she is standing next to the big guy Thanos there. And then where's another bad guy? Let's see. Dang, I ain't got no. Oh, here we go. We got a Marvel Legends. What's his name? Dang, I can never get his name. But anyways, here he is, Ultron from Marvel Legends. And this dude is a tall dude as well. And they about the same height, but Thanos just way beefier than he is. And yeah, they both still look good next to each other. So that's dope right there. Let's move them out the way. Now for the Black Order. Let's bring in the Black Order from the back scene right here. We do have this one right here, who looks good standing next to Thanos. These are the Marvel Legends Black Order. I don't have the big guy, so I'm trying to look for them. Couldn't find them. I got all these loose, and a guy had all three of them, so I went on here and got all three of these. And I got lucky because I didn't have to pay money for them. I just swapped them out for figures that I didn't want anymore. And look at that. Looking dope. So the Black Order looks perfect with the Mezco 112 Thanos. Let's go ahead and move them out the way. Because I'm done taking photos. Got to do more photos with other figures. And then here we are with Captain America right here from Marvel Legends. My favorite Marvel Legend figure out of the Avengers so far. We'll see with the Thor figure tomorrow. There he is next to him. And then also we do have a War Machine. I like to use him because all the Iron Mans that I have suck. I don't like none of the Iron Mans that I have. Especially the 20th anniversary or whatever it was. I hate that one actually. But there he is standing next to Thanos right there. And they look freaking dope. with Thanos. So Thanos go good with your Marvel Legend collection, you guys. It goes perfect with the Marvel Legend collection. And then if you want to add your big guy, this is my Hulk that I use for Marvel Legends. I'm currently using him and the Marvel Legend Thanos, the Hulk, the gray one, which I gotta go get him. But here he is standing next to Thanos. This dude's a beast over Thanos, as he should be. But Thanos is still powerful than him. And then let me go get my other Incredible Hulk figure. But real quick before I do that, here is Black Panther. I just picked up this dude as well. This dude's freaking awesome. I really do love this Black Panther. Finally was able to get him, got him loose, and I didn't mind because he's cheaper rather than buying him on eBay or something where he'd be more expensive. And then also, we do have this guy right here. I picked this dude up at Rite Aid way long time ago. He's like the second Marvel Legend figure I had last year when I started collecting Marvel Legend. But there they are right there, standing next to Thanos, just looking really dope next to Thanos. Let's go ahead and get you guys, sorry about that. But anyways, here we are. We got Incredible Hulk standing next to Thanos right here. And he still is taller than Thanos, but barely. And then we also got She-Hulk, which is standing next to Thanos. She is not in the first half of the photos, but on the second one, which I will start the second half of the photos next week, I will drop that and then combine them both together like almost a whole episode of just photos. She will be on there on the next one. So not on these photos right here that you see, but probably on the next Thor review for the continuation of these photos. But you'll see what I'm saying after you see the photos. But anyways, there he is standing next to Incredible Hulk and She-Hulk. And that would be it for size comparisons, you guys. So, last but not least, we do have Lady Death, which came from the 2-pack of the Thanos from Marvel Select. But I like to use her because she looks perfect for this Thanos right here. And she looks freaking awesome standing next to Thanos right here from Mezco 112. And she looks freaking awesome as well. And in the comic books, he was always trying to please her, so he destroyed half of the universe for her sake, just so he could find love, get her love. So that's how it is in the comic book. I need to read more about it, but anyways, that's what I know so far. So anyways, you guys, let's go ahead and move her to the side right now. This figure right here is probably one of my best Thanos. It is my best Thanos figure. Love it way better than SH Figure Arts. Their figures. This thing is freaking awesome. Probably one of the best figures that I have in my collection for bad guys. So I just recently picked up Ant-Man, the Wasp, and also Kang the Conqueror. So I'll be doing a review on them, but I'm pretty sure they're not on the level of this Mezco 112 Thanos. So if you see this dude, you guys, pick this mother lover up, because this thing is freaking awesome. Do not pass it up like I have for years. If you see this dude at Frank's Sons or whatever you see him, go ahead and get him, you guys. You would not regret it. This is a freaking awesome, dope figure right here. And I greatly appreciate that Mezco brought out a nice, dope, big, huge figure. And not only that, they could probably learn how to do their other figures, because I know they're coming out with the Dane figure as well from the Fantastic Four. So they probably learned over time how to give better articulation with these figures. But overall, this thing is gonna look freaking dope on the shelf. Have him on with the Avengers. It's just gonna be freaking awesome, you guys. So stay tuned to the photos. We got the photos coming up right now. And my overall for this big figure like this from a Mezco type, knowing what I'm getting from Mezco, I'm gonna give this figure a freaking 8 out of 10, you guys. Now, a lot of people might give him a 5, might give him a 4, might even give him a 1. I'm giving this dude a 8 out of 10. And if you're a true collector and you really like Thanos, believe me, you're gonna feel the same way. So don't pass this figure up. Go ahead and get him. You see him on the shelf, pick this dude up. You will not regret it. And he looks great on the shelf. Looks beautiful. This is the best, beautiful, the most beautiful figure out of all Thanoses that you would see in figure style. This is freaking awesome, you guys. So go ahead and get this dude right away. When you see him, pick him up, you guys. I'll see you all in the next video. 8 out of 10. Articulation, I'm going to give him a 5. out of Articulation, but because he's a big figure and I know what I'm expecting, I'm going to go ahead and out that up to a 7 out of 10 for Articulation. For the look, he gets a 10 plus 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 because they did such an awesome job on it for the overall look. And then the height, he also get a 10 plus as well. So 8 out of 10, you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Enjoy the photos. There's a lot of photos to go over. And then the second part of the photos will come with the return of what's his name, of Thor, with the 2-pack with Thor and the Destroyer. Because in the beginning of these photos, you'll see that Thor is about to get demolished by Thanos and the Black Order. So I kind of created like the first scene from the Avengers Infinity War, how it first started off, and then from there it just goes on. Now they need help with fighting Thanos, so they get help by uniting with the DC universe. So it's going to be freaking awesome. Enjoy the photos and like and subscribe to the channel, you guys. I'll see you all in the next video. Share this video to all your friends or to whoever and help this channel grow. See you guys later.